Hello, hello, wonderful people. How's it going there? Welcome to another fantastic, oh my god, what I got for you. Another fantastic stream highlight. And why am I so hyped? It's because now, yes, I'm at rank 7 and this is the game that got me there. As you can see, Cmel is one of the best Skellige players. At that point my stream was like, rest in peace Mante. He's just, it's really hard. It's really hard to win with ST against this setup that he's running. You know, my enemy is very well known to just simply pass right away if he doesn't go first. And if he does first, he will put like 2 spies on you and then pass. So, right here, I did my mulligan. I tried to do as much as possible to try to get 2 mercenaries so I have chances to thin my deck either on round 1 or 2 because of his quick passing. So we do Elven Mercenary into another first light, into another Elven Mercenary, and that procs Torrential Rain. Now, this is the moment that he passes. And you might think like, oh, what was that? But look, that pass is incredible. Now I don't have ways to thin my deck the way that I want to be. Now on turn 2, he's very famous for the Ogvis play, because Ogvis goes to 5 because of the Skellige passive. Now you cannot use shrooms on him and just completely banishing him. Right here, it's really hard for me to find a play already just by looking at my cards because of the way that he's known to play. There is the Ogvis, for example. So at this point, I know that I need to thin the deck, and I know that I have to find a way to do it as quick as possible. I'm thinking of putting the Brian Vanguard. That will put me ahead, but it's not the right play. At this point, I will be playing into his game. So, extreme measures. I go directly into extreme measures. I went just... You can already tell by the way I'm moving that that decoy really didn't fit there, right? So I joined that decoy, and right here chat is like, oh man, that was a bad play and everything, but we get Sigdfra, okay? Sigdfra is a card that is gonna have an incredible impact during this game. If you can tell right here, I'm thinking about like all my plays and everything that I'm trying to do, and the reality of it is that Ogvis has 3 turns right now before he activates. If he wants this round, he can have it right now, but at the cost of his Ogvis. If he values his Ogvis, he will have to play 2 rounds. Okay? So, right here, you can see on the bottom right side how I'm thinking. I'm putting so much brain power into this because there is so much on the line. And look at me on the bottom right side acting all cool and thinking, oh, I'm adorable. And right here I decide to pass. Okay? The chat exploded. The chat absolutely exploded. They were like, oh my god, you just let him go so easy. It was so... Why would you do that? But the reality of it is he has to put a price into his Ogvest. And not just that, we are going to be at card equality right there. This is actually not so bad for me. Now, we're gonna go into quick round 3. Remember guys, I did this pass because he did an absolutely amazing pass turn 1, so I had to do something extreme. Sometimes, you know, it requires extreme measures. Now, he still has to do a Ogvis setup. Now, right now, I can resurrect into Elven Mercenary and actually thin my deck, and there is not very much that he can do. That Elven Mercenary brings natures, and look at me on the right side. I knew it. I knew that at that point I had pretty much 2 weathers if I pleased. The other one being obviously a glaze. Now, he chose to buff his Ogvest, and I think that was a huge impact to the outcome of this game. I went ahead and took care of the Ogvis as soon as possible, because the next turn, if he got buffed, he will get out of hand. Right now he has to pay a price to revive his Ogvis if he wants to, and that price is either Sigdfra or a Resurrection right there. So let's see what he's going to do. For I do not remember this game play by play, of course. Oh my god, and we got a follower, Fresho1. You are on this video now, Fresho. Thank you for the follow. And our enemy goes and uses Coral. Now, with this Coral right here, means that he might want to take care of the mercenary. So we're gonna clear skies right away. We need that mercenary. Hopefully our enemy doesn't telegraph that we truly need that, right? So, Sidrifa comes and rests Ogvix. Ogvix comes with a 4-point timer. And right here I have to keep thinning the deck. Remember, because of the pass at turn 1, it was really hard for me to thin the deck. So we go into another first light. A BMC into Elven Mercenary. Here we go. Now, I'm thinking about putting it on the back a little bit on the range row, but it's not really worth it because he might have fog, right? So, right here we hit the decoy, and it's another hard decision. I could literally take the rest, or I could take the mercenary. I decide to go for the rest, because if he kills the mercenary, I can rest it with no problem whatsoever. He goes for a very smart rest into the light longship. Now, right here, if he wants to clear skies, I play a glaze because if he wants to clear skies, I will actually rig weather, and it's very unlikely that he has 2 of them. He notices that I'm aiming for that Ogvix. I do not want that Ogvix to hit anything on that timer. So, what is he going to try to do? Excuse me. He does a Clan Heyman Skull, which buffs and everything on that unit. So we have 3 Marigold right here just to kill the Ogvix. Now he's in a really bad situation. He needs to have either a decoy or he needs to have some kind of another silver. Once again, they're very limited on silver, and that's why I'm playing the way I'm playing. It's an unorthodox play, but it has to work. It has to be something that is gonna make him think twice for resurrecting him. He goes ahead and uses Impenetrable Fog. And right here I have a couple of options. I can either right now use a Spy, or I can do Resurrection into a Spy, or I can actually put just Chiron. Alright? Now remember, if I put Chiron and he does a push with Geralt Ard, Chiron will stay on the ground. They do not push traps. But I go ahead and I start testing, so... Oh my goodness, I put so much brain power into this game. Alright? I go for the Javen. That Javen, what is allowing me to do is to actually put him on such a detrimental spot that he's always playing behind me. And I want this to be a part of the game. I want to be ahead. I want him to use his hero ability, but he actually has decoy on hand. Now, because of this decoy, now I know that that's the extra silver. I go ahead and I cancel that by playing a Chiron. Right here, he sends it back. I think he does send it back. Look at that, he's already targeting. He sends it back. Now, I have 2 options. I can use... I could probably clear the weather to give me 11 points. Or I can just wait. I'm so far ahead. So we're still waiting on this play right here. And I know that right now it looks weird why I didn't clear the weather, because I will go get 11 points of value in Javen. But if I do not play Clear Sky, I have it available for later. I could just Aeromancy if it's necessary. But I go ahead into Elven Mercenary, and that gives me that beautiful Lacerate. Trying to push for that Ard. He goes ahead and responds with the Geralt. Now, I could actually clear this weather right here. But once again, I want that Herald value before anything else. Because I have a Res and I have an Elven Mercenary or a Hawker Healer on the deck. So right here I'm trying to do that decision, and doing these decisions on the game, it's really hard. There is so much on the line, there is so much that can be done, and if he's going to clear weather at any given point, I believe that he would have done it already at this point. So we go back ahead and start getting that spy value. If he wants to resurrect anything else, which I highly doubt he can at this point, we will get some Citrifa points. Keeping ourselves calm is really key for this game. Right here, he's buffing his long ship with the Shieldsmith. That's a very good play, and that also tells me that he needs that ship. He needs to buff that. Correct? Either needs to buff that, or he either needs that roll. So I will continue to don't break. I will continue to pressure, and don't give him that weather. I mean, and don't take him out of that weather. I want that Herald value. So he finally uses Herald. I proceed to use the Brighthead Vanguard. Unfortunately, the Neophyte goes into the party. He uses Rally. Rally hits a Shieldsmith. I use my another Brighthead. Yes, it would have put vulnerable and everything, but it was right there. He goes ahead and uses Commander's One. I did the math like this. I knew I had it at that given point. It felt so good. This was one of the best matches I had. Beating such a good player, such a fantastic player, it felt so good. And even better that this was my rank 7 match. My match to rank 7. I'm sorry, I'm so excited, but this means so much to me. I'm Mante for Gwent City, and I'll see you guys next time.